Today we're going to learn about solving linear equalities. How would you use the coordinate plane to solve inequalities? So the steps are: find the linear equation. If the line is solid, then we're going to use the greater than or equals to symbol or the less than or equals to symbol. And if the line is dotted, then we're going to use the greater than or less than symbol. And then you use a test point to figure out which side of the half plane the linear inequality lies. So what we're trying to do is take this graph here and turn it into a linear inequality. So what do we need for a simple equation in slope-intercept form? Slope-intercept form is going to be y is equal to mx plus b. B is the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept for this graph? We see that the graph intercepts the y-axis at 0, -2. So this means our value of b is going to be -2. So we have b as -2. What's the slope of the graph? Well, let's figure out what the slope is, which is going to be rise over run. So if we were to start at the y-intercept, we rise by 1 unit here, and we run by 2 units. For every 1 in the y direction, we go 2 in the x. So our m is going to be 1 over 2. So we can plug that in here. And we're going to have y is equal to 1/2 x minus 2. That's going to be our linear equation. Now, one last step. We're talking about linear inequalities, so we can't use the equal sign. We have to use either the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, the greater than or equals to, or the less than and equals to. Now, the line is solid, so we know that we're going to either use one of these two. If the line was dotted instead, we would use one of these two. Now that we have our linear equation, let's plug in a test point. Let's try 0, 0. We're going to have 0 is equal to 1/2 times 0 minus 2. So we're going to have 0 is equal to -2. Now we know this is the case, but we can use this to figure out which of the inequalities we're going to use. So which inequality makes this true? Well, it would be the 0 is greater than -2. So if we had 0 is greater than -2, then this inequality would be true. Now remember, the line is solid, not dotted, so it's going to be greater than or equals to, and so this checks out. So what this means is, on this right hand side here, the final linear inequality is going to be y is greater than or equals to 1/2 x minus 2. So that's going to be the final linear inequality.